Before we jump into today's game-changing news, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss a single update as we break down all things Chicago Bulls. Trust me, you'll want to be the first to know. Now, imagine this. One of the NBA's most explosive scorers potentially landing in Chicago, reshaping the Bulls' future, and instantly making them a playoff threat. Sounds like a fantasy, right? Well, the rumors are swirling about a trade that could turn this dream into reality, and it involves none other than the Los Angeles Lakers. But here's the kicker. This isn't just any trade. We're talking about a blockbuster deal that could bring a star-level scorer to the Windy City, changing the entire landscape of the Eastern Conference overnight. Can you picture the Bulls lineup with this new addition? The possibilities are electrifying, and the impact on the league could be monumental. So what exactly is being proposed in this potential game-changing deal? Let's break it down. The Bulls are reportedly considering a trade that could bring them a proven scorer, someone who can light up the scoreboard, create his own shot, and be the go-to guy in clutch situations. We're talking about a player who can relieve the pressure on the Bulls' young core and add that much-needed experience and firepower. Now, you might be wondering, who's on the table for this trade? While details are still emerging, it's believed that the Lakers might be willing to part with one of their key assets to make this deal happen. But this isn't just a one-sided trade. The Bulls would also need to give up significant pieces, potentially including draft picks and key players. This isn't a decision to be taken lightly, as it could shape the team's future for years to come. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. This trade could trigger a domino effect across the league, with other teams scrambling to adjust their rosters in response. The Bulls could suddenly find themselves as one of the most formidable teams in the East, while the Lakers might be setting themselves up for another championship run. The stakes are incredibly high, and the tension is palpable as both front offices weigh their options. Think about it. What could this mean for the Bulls' future? If the trade goes through, Chicago could finally have the star power they've been missing since the Derrick Rose era. It could also mean a return to the playoffs and maybe even a deep postseason run. For fans, it's the hope of reliving the glory days of the 90s, when the Bulls were the most feared team in the NBA. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. There are still many factors to consider: how this new player would fit into the current roster, the chemistry with existing stars like Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, and how this trade would impact the Bulls' long-term plans. It's a high-risk, high-reward scenario, and every detail matters. And let's not forget the emotional aspect of this potential trade. Players could be leaving who have become fan favorites, who have bled for the team, and who have given everything to bring success to Chicago. The idea of saying goodbye to these players is tough for any fan to swallow. Yet, the excitement of possibly bringing in a game changer might just outweigh the sadness. As the speculation continues to build, so does the excitement among Bulls fans. Social media is buzzing with opinions, predictions, and debates about whether this trade should happen. Some fans are all in, ready to see the Bulls make a bold move to get back to the top. Others are more cautious, wary of giving up too much for a short-term gain. It's a debate that's sure to rage on until an official decision is made. In the end, it all comes down to this: what is the Bulls front office willing to risk to bring a superstar to Chicago? Are they ready to shake things up and make a move that could change the course of the franchise? Or will they hold back, choosing to develop their young talent and keep their assets for future opportunities? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure: this is a moment of truth for the Chicago Bulls. The decisions made in the next few days or weeks could have a lasting impact on the team's trajectory. And as fans, all we can do is watch, wait, and hope that the right choices are made. Before we wrap up, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you're always ahead of the curve with the latest Bulls news and insider scoops. Whether this trade happens or not, we'll be here breaking down every twist and turn, bringing you the most in-depth analysis and coverage. Thanks for watching, and remember, this could be the start of a new era for the Chicago Bulls. Stay tuned.